Hello everybody, and welcome to my new series of Japanese food. So today we'll be making onigiri tuna mayo, and basically I'm just going to go over the process of how I'm going to do this. We're going to start off with just going through all the steps that I did, and then I'll give you some tips along the way, just so it can help you learn better than how I did from scratch. So here I am washing my rice. Remember, you can use as much as you want. I particularly used around a cup of sushi rice for around 5 onigiris. But remember, my onigiris are quite thick, as you can see from the thumbnail. Anyways, you want to clean your rice so that it's not very dirty water, right? So here I am actually putting very little water. This is not what you're supposed to do. You're supposed to keep a ratio of 1 to 2. Basically what that means is 1 cup of sushi rice and 2 cups of water. So that's basically the main idea of how you're supposed to use that ratio. So here I put a little too little water, and so therefore I had to actually redo my whole batch because of that water. That just shows how important that is. So what we're going to do here is we're going to bring the sushi rice up to a boil, and after it's into a boil, as you can see, we're going to start mixing it around, making sure that water gets into all the crevices of the rice, and just to make sure that the rice isn't sticking to the sides. And then after that, we're going to bring the rice down to a simmer for 10 minutes, which is the lowest heat, but the gas is not off. We're going to bring that to a simmer, and we're going to leave for 10 minutes. And after that, we're going to let it cool for 10 minutes because we don't want our hands to be super hot when we're molding the rice. Alright, so over here we're going to be starting off on the filling. The filling for onigiri tuna mayo is super simple. It's just a can of tuna and QP mayo. So basically QP mayo is the better version of mayo in my opinion. It's Japanese mayo and it's so good. And if you want a dash of spice in your life, then add a tablespoon of soy sauce. It really makes the difference in your filling. It really gives it that dash that you're looking for. So basically I'm just mixing it around as you're supposed to. And then we'll be moving on into the actually making it. So over here, first of all, always salt your paper, your cling wrap, before you place your rice. Otherwise, your rice will be super bland. And your whole onigiri is gonna go to mush. Right? That's a complete lie. But over here, I'm weighing down so that I'm able to actually flatten out my rice. What you're supposed to do is make it into a thick disc-like shape, unlike what I'm doing, which is flattening it out. You're supposed to make it into a disc-like shape. Wet your hands. This is very important. Wet your hands, because if you don't, the sushi rice, which is super sticky, is going to stick to your hands. Alright, so now I'm putting the filling in, right? This is way too little filling. You want to put in 1/4 to 1/3 per 100 grams. Well, it doesn't really matter. It's what suits you. But I would put more filling than this because this is really little. And when I tried it, it was very, very, it didn't really pop out. I had to get multiple bites in before I actually got to the filling. So I'm using cling wrap because I don't want my hands to get super sticky. But many other people can use their hands and they just use water. So here I am. I'm using this method that with my dominant hand, I'm making a triangle shape with my bottom hand. I'm pushing the sides in to make it nice and thin. Well, it doesn't necessarily have to be thin. It's to your guys' preference, right? So I'm just doing that over and over. I'm switching sides as I go, just so I can get that perfect onigiri shape. So here I am, finishing up. As I open it, you can see it actually has that nice onigiri look. Now I'm using a piece of seaweed. It's to your guys' preference. I tried to put as much seaweed on there as possible, but I messed up and I didn't get that much. Well, anyways, here is the final product. Enjoy. Make sure you like, subscribe, and follow for more. Bye!